President Trump tonight is escalating his push for schools to reopen.
Learning by computer is not as good as learning in the classroom. Our schools, we want them open in the fall.
Earlier, complaining on Twitter about the CDC's voluntary guidelines for reopening schools, blasting them as very tough and expensive. While they want them open, they are asking schools to do very impractical things. Hours later, the White House announced the CDC will issue new recommendations next week.
We don't want the guidance from CDC to be a reason why schools don't open. Every American knows that we can safely reopen our schools.
Among the CDC's current recommended policies, keep desks 6 feet apart if feasible, close cafeterias and playgrounds if possible, and teach and reinforce use of cloth face coverings. With conflicting messages, the CDC director today tried to provide clarity for schools.
I want to make it very clear that what is not the intent of CDC's guidelines is to be used as a rationale to keep schools closed.
The president is also now threatening to cut off federal funding for those that don't open their doors, although most school budgets are largely funded by state and local dollars. Pointing to students already back in classrooms in Europe, the president insists any opposition is politically motivated. The Dems think it would be bad for them politically if U.S. schools open before the November election. Today, the CDC director saying the chances of children getting sick or spreading the virus are remote.
This virus does not cause significant illness in children. We really don't have evidence that children are driving the transmission cycle of this.
But teachers' unions warn among their members the fears are real.
Nobody's going to go back full time in a situation where you can't protect their health.
Tonight, the education secretary says it's not a question of if schools need to open, but how, arguing the risk of keeping students isolated at home is greater than sending them back to school.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.